I was doing a countdown, but you couldn't hear me. Welcome to Tarnation TV's broadcast of the Talladega Nights I'm on Fire series, playoff race number 2. We got one more to go next week. There's 8 drivers from 14. We had 14 chase drivers last week. We've cut that down to 8. Only 4 are going to be fighting for it next week, buddy.
Yes, indeed. Final 4. So tonight is where it all comes down. This is for not all the marbles, but about half the marbles.
Right. We keep knocking it.
Killing me here. I'm allergic to some burritos or something. I don't know what it was I had, but oh man. Anyway, let's try that again. But yeah, this one's for a bunch of the marbles. We've got the top 8 on the screen right now.
Yep.
And let's take a peek because I have not looked at this. Holy smokes, that's close. First and second place is blink apart. You would 8 points. What is that? Yeah.
Well, the points are irrelevant right now because the points actually, you know what? Maybe they are. I think they actually are still keeping track of points, actually. Yeah.
But maybe you're right, though. At this point, it is more for the chase. It's about who's coming in first.
But they are.
Especially tonight. Tonight's going to be who's going to come in the top 4, right? Is that what we're looking at? So
we're looking for 4 of those guys at the top. The green guys at the top, only 4 of them will be racing each other next week.
Keith and Ulysses are tied for 7th place right now.
Mm-hmm.
Points wise, and again, I'm just looking at the points just to see, but yeah, I guess points be damned tonight for the chase drivers. It's all about getting them in the top 4, and not even the top 4, but just being in the first 4, I guess would be the way to put it.
Right. These guys are racing each other, and only 4 of them can advance to the championship race next week. And these cars will be visible in race much easier because of our man with the plan there. It's Craig Hagley was kind enough to give all of the chase drivers bright neon green spoilers, air dams, and windshield borders. So
thank goodness. The only thing I'm going to ask for next season is just fully green cars. But everybody get a different color. You're a solid green, you're solid pink. Somebody can be white, and there can be a rainbow, but there's got to be like just different colors to make it easy for me. Right. Like blue's in first. And you all know who I'm talking about.
The soup, like, yeah, no designs, just a solid, any car that's just a solid color would be a chase driver.
Could you make them glow like the old Fox hockey pucks?
That's what we need, is cars that basically have beacons on the roof. Be just driving around with like police lights flashing all day long.
It would help.
It would.
Weak. My arms aren't long enough to hold the phone away from my monitor that far away, but that's good though, man. This is going to be a heck of a race. We've got some.
Oh man, last week was crazy, dude. Like the one of the biggest accidents I think we've ever seen on like the final lap, pretty much. Propelled Ulysses Sandoval to leading the pack of chase drivers. He came in 4th, but he was first among the chase guys. And
that was a spectacular wreck.
No, it was it changed.
It didn't affect the front of the pack because they were already past it, but anybody behind that wasn't in the first 10 cars, I think it was.
Well, even
probably got sideways.
Like Josh too, you can see on screen the drivers in red were eliminated last week. Josh ended up on his roof. Like they were all running to the checkered flag, and then that I would have to go back on the replay and actually see who was where and who got affected by it. Professional broadcaster that I am, I did not do that. But
hour and a half video out of that alone. I'd be like, yeah. Now let's go over the footage and find out where. Oh, you're probably wondering how I got here. Record scratch.
Right. Yeah. Please be kind and rewind. But YouTube chat's active. Can you see the YouTube chat, or are you?
I can, yeah, but it's on my smaller screen. And again, my eyes are slowly fading as the light dims. But I do see Bobby Karl in there. Shout out for Denny, her favorite driver. Who's that? I know. Of course we know who that is.
Has to be.
Denny's in there. Back and forth there too. Always racking up some points with the wife there. Love my beautiful wife. That's nice. I appreciate that too. If my wife was ever watched this, I would talk about her nicely. But since she doesn't, then she can go kick rocks. No, I'm just kidding, babe. Just in case you tune in, she didn't.
This will be the one race that she watches.
Can you imagine that? Yeah, that would literally be my life. I'm pretty sure she's never watched one, and I don't. That's fine. I'm not. She does her own. I don't watch her crochet. She doesn't watch me broadcast.
You don't watch her in the kitchen baking the muffins. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just leave each other to your own hobbies.
Right. That keeps a little bit of mystery in the relationship.
Yeah, the Zach Roberts is in there too. Good luck, everybody. Have fun. Zach racing tonight. I don't see his name in the team speak, and I don't see him on the entry list. Number 98. Yes, I do. He is here tonight, Zach Roberts. Why don't I see him in TeamSpeak? Oh, I do. He's one of the guys that puts a number in his name. Gotcha. Good to have you, Zach. Don't mind me. I'm just, doing what I do and pretending it's professional.
Should be good. Just smoke and mirrors at the end of the day.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much.
But here we are, 10 minutes into the broadcast. We haven't had to fire anybody yet, so that's a new record.
It will happen.
Indefinitely. We always fire somebody. I learned that from a very rich CEO. He's like, I always like to fire the worst performer on the team to keep him on the toes. Now that's a terrible thing to do, but it is effective.
Some people need it. Effective. So we've got a schedule on screen right now for the upcoming broadcasts in September. It is a busy, busy month of September for Tarnation TV. We will be talking to Brian Wolf in Happy Hour, which will probably be any time now, actually, after we do some driver intros, about the upcoming Canon HINNANT event, which you can see there on the 23rd of September. But this Saturday, the 2nd of September, we do have a qualifying race to round out that field. So I think there's
broadcast as well.
It will be. It'll be a short broadcast. I think it's only a 19-lap race. Brian will fill you in on that shortly, so stay tuned for that. And, of course, the team race, the championship race for Back to the Future, the All-Star race, the King of Kings, and, of course, Josh's Eggs at the SMO Speedway at the end of the month, too. So, yeah, lots of stuff going on broadcasting-wise. It is real, and it does exist.
There it is.
We're going to be talking a lot in September. I guess that's the bottom line of that story.
I'm going to have to go and do some cool things to find some stuff. I guess we could always talk about racing, too. Shut up and talk about racing. You don't need to have... You wouldn't believe what happened to me today. Stubbed my toe.
56 to the booth.
Hurts real bad.
56 to the booth. 56 is in the booth.
56 is officially in the booth, which is Jeffrey Elliott. How are you guys doing?
Not bad, sir. How are you?
Good to see you, Brad. Good to see you, Blaine.
G'day.
I assume we are live. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
We are.
Well, welcome, Tarnation TV to Talladega Nights, and welcome anybody out there that might be watching us. It's gonna be a good race. I believe it's what, 8 guys. 8 guys, only 4 can make it, but I think it's going to be exciting. It always is. It's been a great season. So they're ready for your presents up there, Mr. Blaine.
Ooh, presents.
So I'm going to move myself up. I'm going to move myself up first, and then I'll be moving you up after that.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan. I'll be ready.
And you just pop right in and start doing what you do best.
Yep. I'll be there whenever you decide it to happen.
This time, I take some pork chops, scalloped potatoes, and some broccoli.
Okay. That's your cue, Brett.
You'll have broccoli here for sure when you get back. I can guarantee you that.
All right. That sounds good. All right, my friend. I'll see you soon.
You don't like broccoli?
Some pork chop. I mean, I'll eat it, but I won't like it.
Oh. Good evening, gentlemen of Talladega Nights Racing League, and welcome to the broadcast. Of course, 8 guys left in this thing, so it's going to be an exciting race, especially after last week. Calamity on the last lap. Stuff happens in racing, and it's always fun to watch. So I'll keep it short and sweet. Thanks for showing up, and we're going to have a lot of fun this evening.
Thank you, Blaine. And we're going to start off with tonight's lineup for the audience. We're going to start with a pole position, and that would be Jeffrey Elliott driving number 56 out of Mooresville, North Carolina, sponsored by Talladega Nights, driving that kick butt Chevy Camaro. I want to give a shout out to my father. I believe he's 80 years old yesterday. Happy birthday, Dad. If you ever get a chance to watch this, I hope you do. Love you, man. Happy birthday. Want to give a shout out to Cindy, and shout out to my brother. Good luck tonight and the rest of you guys. There's only 4 of you boys that can advance. I wish you all the best. I want to wish everybody the best. So good luck tonight. Let's have a great race.
Nate Balser driving the 079 Passato Safe Haven Ford Mustang out of Seattle, Washington. I'd like to thank Jerry and Kathy and my sister Lisa and my wife and daughters for watching. Good luck, everybody.
Robert Breedlove driving a Pepsi Camaro, starting 3rd out of Lancaster, South Carolina. Good luck, everybody.
Denny Carroll from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, driving the 41 Rodney Sullivan Special paint job. I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, my uncle from Florida. I love y'all.
Starting 5th is Graham McDonald in the number 24. Give a shout out to the wife on her 38th wedding anniversary, and try again for next year.
Rolling off 6 is the number 21 car driven by Randy Waugh. I want to shout out to my sons Christian and Corey, my grandsons Adrian, Asher, and Asa, and friends Derek and Zach. Good luck to all the chase drivers. Let's have a good race.
Starting 7th, number 043, Brian Lovell from Big Stone Gap, Virginia. I'd like to give a shout out to my 2 boys, Jacob and Isaiah, and also to my teammates at Wolfpack Racing, and to Frank Divins for the paint job. Good luck, guys.
Starting number 8, number 12.
Number 12, Gary the Slingshot Mingus in the Whataburger Ford Mustang from Tallahassee, Florida. Good luck to all you chase drivers that made it this far, the top 8 there. And it's been a pure pleasure all season, joy and everything. It just makes me feel like taking on tomorrow with you guys here and having fun. So y'all have a good race and good luck to all.
Starting 9th in the 63 Chevrolet Camaro, sponsored by Hubcap Annie and Keith Bynum. Give a shout out to my buddy Jeff, my buddy Jerry. They both sitting at home are watching, I believe. And also, Monday will be my 41st anniversary. So I'm wishing my wife a happy anniversary early because we won't be here next Monday night. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody.
Happy anniversary, Keith. Rolling off 10th, Greg Lovell from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, driving the Geico Ford Mustang painted by Frank Divins. Good luck to the top 8. Let's do it, boys.
Starting 11th, driver of the number 33, Jeff Goodpaster out of Indianapolis, Indiana, driving the SNHU Ford Mustang. I want to give a shout out to my wife. Without her, I wouldn't be able to do this without her support. And I will see her right after this race when I go to work.
Starting 12th, the 388 in the MSI car painted by Frank Divins. Thanks, Frank, from Big Stone Gap, Virginia. Just want to wish all you guys that are in the chase, still in the chase, good luck. Just want to give a shout out to my wife and my kids and everyone that's watching. Thanks for the admins and everybody that puts this together. Thanks for all you guys coming out here and racing with us. Good luck. Let's be careful, get to the end, and may the best man win the championship.
Starting in the lucky 13th position is the 188 of Larry D out of Georgetown, Massachusetts. Shout out to Great Dog Rescue of New England. Thank you for all you do, and best of luck to all the chase drivers tonight.
Starting in 14th, Mike Mangialardi out of Federal Way, Washington, driving the 029 Ford Mustang. Shout out to all my friends watching at the Rainier Room tonight, and good luck to all the chase drivers tonight.
Starting in 15th, Stephen Brandstetter from Randolph, Oklahoma, driving the 510 Shake and Bake Ford Mustang, painted by Blaine Donnelly. I'd like to give a shout out to my wife and all the 8 drivers here that made it, and good luck.
Start number 16, Ryan Johnson, number 59 from Martinsville, Indiana, driving the Buffalo Wild Wings Chevrolet. Shout out to all you chase drivers here. Thank you, Talladega Nights, for all you do.
Starting in 17, Ulysses, the Wrecking Ball Sandoval, driving the number 96 Icebreakers Toyota Camry. Wishing a good luck to all the chase drivers. May the best guy win. And thank you. A shout out to everybody to make this happen. Shout out to Boss, my mentor. Shout out to Mama Sandoval and the rest of the family Sandoval that's watching me right now. Thank you.
Starting 18th, Garland Oaks from Martinsville, Virginia, in a number 67 Dr. Pepper Zero Toyota Camry. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom. It's watching for the first time tonight, and to the top 8, and go you.
Starting in position 19th, David Hubbard Jr. in the number 74 Dirtfish Rally School Camaro.
Number 98, Zach Roberts, starting 20th. I want to give a shout out to my grandma who's watching this race, my dad, my Uncle Kenny, surprisingly, everybody, them, the admins. Thanks for putting this on, guys. And good luck to the 8 in the chase. You got this, you.
Starting 21st, Javier Negron from Bridgeport, Connecticut, running the 4 Dodge Texas Roadhouse. Good luck to all the chase drivers.
Starting 22nd, Jim Jernigan driving a 004. Good luck, everybody.
Starting in the 23rd position is Chris Elliott in the number 9 red Dodge Doritos car, painted by Rodney Sellens. Quick shout out to my family, my buddies over at Frito-Lay, and happy birthday, Dad.
Starting 24th is the 99 Joshua Mercurio, driving that pink Dodge Challenger. I want to shout out to myself, who's probably watching this tomorrow morning, and shout out to Jeffrey for putting on this amazing league. This thing is a real beauty to watch and participate in, so thank you for putting this on.
Starting in the 25 spot, 66 KD Huntsberry from Orrington, Maine. I'd like to give a big shout out to Tarnation TV with Blaine and Brad. You do a great job. Talladega Nights, man, you guys are a class act organization.
User was moved out of your channel.
Happy to be racing with you. Good luck, top 8.
Starting number 26, number 29, Brian Wolf from Youngstown, Ohio, driving the Fluid Studios Dixie Rebel. Good luck to all you 8 guys that made it this far, man. It's been one heck of a ride. Appreciate everybody that's participated and contributed to bring moments like this together. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun, but good luck to you guys, and we'll see you on the other side.
Starting last on the field, the number 85, Josh 2 in the Josh's Eggs Dodge. Check out the website, joshseggs.co. Good luck, everybody.
Thanks, drivers. We appreciate your intros and say hello to your family. We have a lot of following, guys. We have over 300 hits a week watching us. So appreciate everybody out there on YouTube, Facebook watching. I'm on fire. Next season's even going to be better. So I want to thank everybody playing. Want to wrap it up?
Sure, this is going to be a great race. I seem to say the same thing every time, but thanks a lot, guys, for showing up. This is going to be fantastic. And the closer we get to the finish, the more nails and more hair I pull out. It's just, it's tense. And I don't know. I need a break when after every race, I go to sleep and I sleep like a log. Because this is a lot of work and it's a lot of fun watching you guys do what you do. So thanks again.
Hey, man, we thank you. We thank Brad. And, you know, what you do behind the scenes, excuse me, besides broadcasting, guys, is amazing. He makes us look as good as we think we look. So thanks, Blaine.
We got to talk to Brian Wolf in happy hour, too, so about the upcoming qualifying event on Saturday. So
10-4 on that. All right,
awesome.
Guys. All right, Blaine, I'll send you back to your 2x2 camper.
And
thanks,
Blaine,
guys.
And Blaine, I'll be around to do the factoids after the race for Bob
Sweet.
Dixon.
Awesome. Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, so like I'm saying, like Blaine is the hack. Like I'm the talent. I've got all the skills. He's the makeup. I'm the
hey, buddy.
Of it. So, hey, one second. I gotta get up. Anyways, yeah. So I gotta go. Listen. So it's me. You want $1 million? All right, later. Hey, sorry.
Who was on the phone there? That sounded like a cool conversation.
No, I was just talking with NASCAR. Just had a buddy over there. He's like, he liked the way that we broadcast, and I said, well, maybe he can get us over there. But they said there might only be one spot, so I was just telling them, well, it probably should be you because you're the one who knows all about racing.
Yeah, I'm like the best. There is the best there was. Exactly. Got my back. You've always got my back, man. Like forever.
Elliot, back. Elliot is back.
Mr. Jeff, what's going on, man? Long time no see.
Long time no talk. Are you ready to talk to these finalists?
I think I am.
All right, buddy. I'm going to send you up there and join you in a minute. Brad will be back. How's that food coming along?
Oh, it was tasty. Oh, I mean, it's good.
I'm going to split with the 26 drivers and Blaine can watch. All right.
All right.
Floor is yours, Mr. Blaine.
Awesome. Okay, so the Chase drivers this evening, I fixed my screens, so it's going to work this week. I'll basically just call your name out and give a little blurb of whatever you want to go, and we'll just work our way down the list of 8. So first, the 043 of Brian Lovell. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank you and Brad there, Blaine, for the job you guys are doing, and like to congratulate, if I can get my words out here, I'd like to congratulate all the guys that's got into the top 8, and thank Jeffrey and all the guys at Talladega Nights for what they do, and just looking to keep it clean tonight. And have a good finish.
The 079, Nate Balser.
Hey, you guys in the Chase. It's been a good run with all you guys. You guys are great, great competitors. And I wish the best and deepest of luck to you guys. And want you to all be safe out there. And may the best driver win. And thank you, Tarnation TV and Talladega Nights. And thank you, Jerry and Kathy, my sister Lisa, and my wife and daughters for watching. You're my greatest support. Good luck, you guys. Be careful out there.
The 088, Greg Lovell.
Hey, you guys. Good luck to you, top 8. I'm just going to try to have good pit stops, Blaine, and have a good clean race and get the best finish I can get. I mean, that's really all we can do.
The 24 of Graham McDonald.
I just want to say good luck to everybody in the Chase, and hopefully we'll have a good race tonight.
Brian Wolf in the 29.
Hey now. Thanks for having me, guys, man. This is really getting exciting. This is going to be fun. My strategy for tonight is just going to be the same as always. Just methodically move up and have good pit stops and try to be in position for the end. And that's how we got this far, and that's how you guys got this far, man. So good luck, and I can't say enough about how easy this is not to do. It's been a crazy season, but good luck to you guys. And I don't know if Blaine, you wanted me to keep going with that other thing, or you're going to wait a minute.
We'll wait a minute. We'll do it after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
10-4. 10-4. All right. Yeah. So good luck to you guys, and thanks for everybody. All the the owners, Jeffrey, for keeping us all together and bringing us this far, and the track builders and the painters and everybody that contributes to bring moments like this, this far. It's just been a wild ride. It's been fun. So thank you guys, and good luck to you 8 tonight.
Keith Bynum in the 63.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Georgia says hello to the world. The 63 is going to be on the move tonight. We're going to try to stay up front, be up front. We're going to try to find us the right people to pit with, and we're going to find the right people to have either behind my bumper or in front of my bumper. And everybody out there watching, I hope y'all are excited to see some good bumper-to-bumper action, because we're going to put a show on for y'all. And just wish everybody good luck, and God bless everybody.
Ulysses Sandoval in the 96.
Hello, guys. It has been a great season. I'm speechless about it. Thank you for having me racing among the best of the best in the business. Thank you, Jeffrey Elliott, for making me be part of this because it wasn't because of him. I don't know where I will be today. Thank you, and good luck for the rest of the chase drivers. It's an honor to race with you guys. I wish you the best, a good season. So may the best guy win.
Chris Elliott and the number 9.
Thank you, Blaine. I'll be quick. We're getting short on time, but like all the guys said, I just want to thank everybody involved here at Talladega Nights. Special shout out to my wife, beautiful wife, and my son Logan. They just popped it up on the big screen in here. I'm happy they're watching. So let's all have a good race. Good luck, everybody.
And that'll be that. Thanks, guys, for the rundown. That's awesome. And we're going to talk to Brian here shortly.
All right, guys. Excuse me. We're set at 14 minutes right now, so go for like about 3 minutes here. I'm gonna tell them about 9-minute mark. We're gonna kick the race off.
Roger that.
All right, I'll come back and get you, Will.
All right.
I'm good to go.
Let's see here. Are you on the track, Brian? No.
Yes, I am. Actually,
are you?
I jumped in the car. Yeah, I mean, but I can talk to you for a minute.
No, we're good. I want to focus on you when we chat about this. So yeah, we got an upcoming event on the 23rd of September, but of course we got to fill up the grid. So on Saturday the 2nd, tell us what's going on.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. This is an annual for you and I, Blaine, especially. This has become an annual event. I mean, we've done, I think, 4 of these. Not all here at Talladega Nights, but the last, this one and the last one we did here, last year. So we've kind of found our home here with this race that we put on. The End Gun Violence 100 is what we're calling it this year to honor Cannon HINNANT, our little friend that we honor, who tragically lost his life to gun violence. And this year we've got 20 drivers. We're all 18 drivers locked into the race on the 23rd. So what we decided to do was hold a qualifier race, a short kind of a sprint race type of deal, and broadcast it for the last remaining 12 spots in the race on the 23rd. And that's coming up here this Saturday night. So we're really looking forward to that. And this was just a reminder that, you don't want to miss this, because once the grid is set, the grid is set. We're locked for the 23rd. So it's always a spectacular event. We got a lot of stuff planned for it, and a lot of surprises, some surprise guests, with our pre-race ceremonies and all that good stuff. And we've got some things to go out to the drivers for their participation and all that stuff. A lot of good stuff.
So the length of this little race, it looks like you're getting a pit stop in there.
Yeah, it's going to be 19 laps set at 3x. So that's like one pit stop for 19 laps. So it should be good. It's going to be exciting. Cautions will be on, and damage will be moderate.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so treat it like a real race, because as we all know, Talladega is an awesome track, and with damage being set to moderate, that's good. It keeps everybody honest.
Yeah, and it's, it's for a good cause. It's a really fun night to be involved with, but it is for a really good cause. And of course that cause is to end gun violence. We just want to keep spreading the word and just, remind people to, try to get involved with your local authorities on what you can do to end gun violence. That's our goal. We want to end gun violence. There's a lot of statistics, and being that this is in honor of Cannon, we don't, for me personally, I'll tell a little bit more of his story, this Saturday night. But for me personally, Cannon's brought me a long way in the racing. This is a great way to pay tribute to him and not let him become one of those statistics. I want him to be the reason that we look at the statistics, if that makes any sense. I just don't want him to be forgotten, hence the hashtag say his name, and all about that, Blaine. And so I just wanted to put out a reminder, that for these drivers that want to try to get in this race, it's well worth your time, and you get a lot of good TV time and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun.
All right, guys, down to 1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, the Cannon HINNANT story too. I remember you telling me a few times it actually got you back into this simulator, because this thing, you kind of put it away for a while, and then you found a reason to get some custom paint schemes and get out there and drive for something.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons it's very personal to me. In fact, he was, I was racing for Canon. I did a few races with him, and that's when you and I met when we were working at. So we decided, and you were doing your streaming of your races over at Fast with Randall Coleman and that group.
Yep.
And then we brought that whole thing over here and did just like a broadcast race or whatever on our own. And it was very successful. And that's kind of how we, that's how we kind of landed here at home, Talladega Nights Racing League, so that's why it's important to me. Canon's brought me a long way in my racing because, as like you were saying, I was going to give it up. And then I read his story. I learned about who he was and stuff like that. And just, I thought, well, maybe let's put his name on the car for, a couple races or whatever. And we took that and just ran with it. So he really, I haven't won any more in my career than I have with him. So, I owe him a lot. So this is our way of giving back to him too.
Hey guys, hate to cut it short. We are on 9 minutes. I told guys 9 minutes. We got to hurry.
Yeah, We'll tell more of the story later, man. Thanks for having me on at this time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Rock and roll, Brian. We'll see you in the booth on Saturday.
10-4, buddy. Thank you, Blaine.
Cool. Good luck out there.
Right. So basically, what you're saying is, we can both get higher, but he's only gonna get like 10%. I'll get the 9. That's cool. So we're just gonna say a lowball offer, and I like it. All right. And okay, man. Well, that works for me. So as long, hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
Back in the races.
Just sitting back down here.
Good news.
How you been keeping?
I got us both the NASCAR game. We're
No way.
In the big time. We're going to be broadcasting for NASCAR, and we're making at least like $5,000 a week.
Oh,
Big
wicked.
bucks.
I can pay half the mortgage. Have you
There you
seen
go.
mortgage prices?
My word.
Speaking of mortgage prices, let's let the Balser family start this race off with the Grand Marshal call.
Welcome to Talladega Nights Super Speedway, one of the fastest tracks around. Presented by Talladega Nights Racing League and brought to you by Tarnation TV. Drivers, start your engines!
And that is what we like to call a segue.
We didn't say it was a good segue.
Nope.
But it's a segue.
That's cool. Yeah, man.
Well,
$5,000 a week. That's
Mortgages,
rent.
houses, families live in houses. Big time, right? So they drove a hard bargain, but you know how I am, looking up for the both of us. You're not so savvy in business, but you know, like you're the creative mind and I'll handle the dollars. And I think it works out good that way.
You know, and like, I don't care what they say, man. Like I said before, you've always got my back. I can trust you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know,
you've always been there for me.
Sometimes you break a piece of licorice in half. One side's longer than the other, right? So I would bite off the longer half. So we each had the same size piece. And I give it right back to you. You know?
I love that.
I
love that.
I like it. I used to do that with my brother.
It's like,
that was a true story.
Oh, you actually used to do that? That's amazing. Here, give me a sec there,
I got
Greg,
away
and
with
then
it for
click.
years. It's like, oh, that one's longer. I'm like, hold on. Crunch.
Now they're the same. You should have done it with like a box of Pop-Tarts. And like, dude, there's 17. There's only 2 of us. That's an odd number. Give me a second. And he'd eat like 14 of them and be like, oh, there's 2 left. That's horrible math, but you know what I mean.
Exactly.
I don't know how to, I can add like you would not believe. Subtraction?
Right. No. But you know what, though? You get by on your good looks.
I am, I've been told I'm handsome.
I appreciate the both of you.
Yeah, you, my mom, and my wife all think I'm very good looking.
Very rugged.
Speaking
like
of which, whoops, where's that graphic?
A lumberjack.
There we are.
Like a cartoon lumberjack.
Yeah. Oh, man, the YouTube chat is hopping. Thank you, everybody, very much for being in there. We've got Denny Carroll, Angela Balser, Zach Roberts, Bobby Carroll, Ellie Aycock, Edward McCowan, Bonita McCowan, Sean Dotson. Not racing tonight. Is Sean in here tonight? Usually he is. He's the 91, I believe. I'll have to double check that. Zachary Morris, Mitch McCowan, and David Hubbard Sr. From the names I can see on my screen currently. Thank you very much, like I said, for watching and interacting. It helps the channel. We've already got 56 hits, man. Another quarter million, and we'll be on par with like Peter McKinnon.
That's pretty good. I only refreshed it like 4 times, so that's not all me either.
No, I've got one.
But I am gonna go and like it right now. There we go. I got up to 8 likes.
Pushing it. It's through the threshold. So
I like
great.
to, tinker with the results.
Another great, fantastic field out here this evening, as everybody can see. We've got Jeffrey Elliott was the pole sitter, and now we've got Nate Balser on that high line moving forward.
Sitting up there, they're already going for a third line, or at least they were thinking about it.
So within one lap, within one lap, Jeffrey has lost the lead and didn't even lead one. Who will lead lap 1? I don't know. Looks like it's going to be Denny Karl in the 41.
He's hanging on to that pretty well.
As you can see, those bright green spoilers are the cars that are racing each other within this big race. Of those 8, Nate is one of them, but he has not changed his car file. He's still running the normal green, but that 79 in front is part of the chase. The drivers' names are scrolling across the bottom of your screen as well. So we can visually see them with those lime green spoilers, and across the bottom of the screen too with the names. 3 wide, no big deal. 3 wide on lap 2. Look at these guys.
Yeah, nice and tidy. Just don't mind me, I'm going to sneak by you. There we go.
Look at that.
They're pushing pretty
3 wide.
Good, eh?
3 wide for what's that look like? 6 or 7 rows? And there's only 26 cars? Oh, look, here they come.
One of those YouTube videos where a whole bunch of Matchbox cars on the treadmill. And they're all just like not moving. They're just staying, keeping pace.
Who knew those videos would actually be fun to watch?
I get lost in them sometimes. I'm like, ooh, what's going to happen?
Yeah. The school bus. Oh no.
I can't see who was in the pink car, but he was going up to the top line, making it forward there for a moment. I was
I think
this
that's
guy's
Mercurio. I believe Mercurio is a 99 drives that pink car. Yeah, he's still in that 3rd lane, but it almost looked like he wanted to start a 4th.
Gotcha. I'm getting a little...
Oaks to the lead. In the 67 leading that lap. Garland Oaks. Right behind him, Zach Roberts. In that orange Fanta. The orange Fanta Mobile. Yeah, that chat is hopping. In the YouTube chat. Let's go, Brian Wolf, Ellie Acock, their sponsor. Acock Rental Properties. Oh, we've got catastrophe in the back. The back 2 rows just seem to disappear. Oh no, Garland got turned around from the front.
Oh.
That's not fun. Taking a wide angle here. I'm going to go into replay mode. Here, we'll load up a replay for you guys. That was bad. Looks like Garland got turned around, even though the yellow had come out from in the back. The yellow's already out right here. So here they were just racing back around to the back straightaway and just got hooked a little bit by Zach Roberts and actually made contact with Denny Karl as well.
Man.
Let's see if I can... Oh, there goes the game. It exploded. That's always fun time. So the game just crashed.
Right. The new record, 47 minutes into the broadcast before we had to fire anybody today.
Right.
And it looks like it's Eduardo. Sorry, bud. You're SOL.
Yeah.
Kid.
Yeah. Eduardo Smith is our tech director who runs the back corner, that cubicle in the back there. He's responsible for the game not crashing. So we're hiring. If anybody if anybody knows how to make the game not crash once every month.
And also, my eyes looking at Joey over there in the corner too, because he's looking kind of suspect. If anything else goes wrong, you're next. Look out.
That is unfortunate because we were going to scrub through that replay a little bit more. Well, that's all gone now. We can only capture replays when we're connected. So that whole thing is entirely missing, which is
as
awesome.
someone who has struggled with this 20-year-old game myself recently, to the point where I can run it if it's a single car on the track, but as soon as it gets more than 5 cars in the field, it just like chugs, and it's not even the CPU. It's just the game itself refuses to run.
Yeah, there's something somewhere that's amiss. So, and you have a very new computer. Like, what? You have a laptop with what, like a 30 series NVIDIA card in it?
Yeah, it's a 3060, 3070, like the laptop card, RTX one. And so, like, the very first time, this is the first game I installed on it. The very first time I ran it, I was getting like 160 frames a second, and it was all done out to the max. Like, it was insane. It was running it faster than anything else. And then all of a sudden, it must have been an update. I'm guessing NVIDIA update, Windows update, who knows?
Yeah,
56.
exactly. 56 in the booth again. We have Randy Waugh.
Hey, Blaine, how's it going?
Oh, not bad, man. How's it going? I should be asking you that question, gosh darn it.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay out of these wrecks. It's a little rough out here right now.
Yeah, you guys crashed, and so did the broadcast. So were you able to get through that thing? We saw a hook in the back 2 rows, brought out the yellow, and then I believe it was Garland Oaks got turned around up front. So were you able to get through all that?
Yeah, I was able to get through it. I'm up here in 6th place right now. So far, I'm doing okay, I guess.
So that affects the pit strategy just a little bit. You might have to pit, I'm thinking maybe 2 more times, maybe even 3, depending on how heavy your foot is.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm going to try to make it as long as I can without pitting, though.
That's what I tend to do. I tend to run it until the crew chief starts squawking at me, but sometimes that can be a bad thing.
Well, I like to pit after everybody else, so I don't get in trouble with a lot of cars pitting at one time. So I try to go a little bit longer if I can.
Right, you're just banking on the fact that those guys are going to peel out in one big pile, and you can kind of stick with 3 or 4 other people, and a little less adventurous trying to get down the pit road with 15 cars than it is with 2 or 3.
Absolutely. I mean, we've had many times when somebody will pit, and then I stayed out on the track, and I was able to gain position because they pitted a lap earlier and wrecked, brought out a caution.
Oh, right. Do you have anybody watching the broadcast? We got a whole pile of activity on the YouTube channel tonight.
I don't know if I have anybody watching live, but I do have friends and family that watch it later. But I do want to shout out to them anyway. My sons, Christian and Corey. Corey watches it with me every time he comes over. And then like to shout out to they're talking on whisper. I can't hear myself. Like to shout out to Derek and Zach and my grandkids, Adrian, Asher, and Asa.
Awesome, man. The whole entire crew. Yeah, we appreciate the clicks and the interaction, and of course the exciting racing as well, man. So, yeah, good luck out there tonight, and well, we'll be watching because that's what we get paid to do.
Thanks, sir. I'm hoping to win this thing.
Do it. Let's do it. Win it. Awesome. In the YouTube chat there, we've got Malik. Hey, it's NR Clips here. Finally caught your stream, LOL. Dude, these camera angles, love them.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man. I used to actually have it baked in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, but because we're in the playoffs now, I have to run the chase driver's names across the bottom, but I do actually have it burned right into the previous broadcast. Like if you went back and watched like race 1 to 8, it says camera angles courtesy of NR Clips via Reddit. So
absolutely.
I started watching these videos. This guy's like, I'm like, no way he's actually able to use Cam Edit. Because if you know this thing, it's 20 years old. Cam Edit is the most
You're
like
trying to type with boxing gloves on.
it's like this,
Right?
just this
Like-
like rustic, bare bones type of software where you can edit the cameras on the track. And I mean, just look at this. The proof is in it, man. Like, these guys figure out how to use this old software, and the results are amazing. So, yeah, thanks again, NR Clips, because all you got to do is go on there and download the cam files. I mean, Talladega, his Talladega cam pack will work with any version of Talladega because Talladega shipped with the game. And nobody ever changed it except for, the way it looks. But the track itself will always work with those cam files. So, yeah, big thanks to everybody involved in this entire community because, the leagues, the drivers, the guys who make the mods, the camera guys, the chat, us, people who make OBS so we can stream it, Peter Dinkins so we can run that ticker across the top of the screen.
That guy who invented electricity.
Edison.
Right?
Yep. Nikola Tesla. We've got the people who made the sound packs because none of these sounds are stock. What's his name? Oh, no.
He used to be just somebody in the microphone going, brum, brum.
Yeah. Pilotical. Pilotical is the name of the guy who did the sounds that I'm using right now. It's just flawless all the way around from top to bottom. Everybody involved in this simulator brought it this far, and I just can't wait to see where it goes. Just when you think you're done getting your mind blown by the people in this community, like every week NR Clips drops another cam file for another track. It's crazy.
Well, and more and more people are discovering it too, whether it's a Facebook post or on Reddit. And like, hey, I just came across this. How can I join someone's server? Where can I? You're starting to see like it's catching on outside of. I mean, this comes from I didn't know anything about NASCAR until 6 months ago. So,
right.
I'm like, I know you turn left, and we're gonna go fast. And I watched Talladega Nights, and they're like, that's what it's called, Talladega Nights. I'm like, that sounds like a bunch of fun.
That's
that movie. But we're back to the races here. Looks like we're green again.
So you saw that Jeffrey Elliott was actually leading the field, but he chose to the leader does have lane choice. So that's why before the green, you saw Jeffrey switch with Randy to opt for that higher line, which tends to be the faster line around the middle of this track. So it hasn't worked out yet because nobody else is joining that top line, but
amazing. Look at that. You listen up front there in the chase. He's a man on fire. He sounded the passion in his voice last week. I know everyone's excited to win, but you could hear him smiling through the internet. And he's out there tonight, and he's driving like a man possessed. I can see it. But you know what? It's like got the wheel down.
He's got it.
In it. So he's the man to beat, I think, tonight. I am not calling favorites, and I don't want to throw the Tarnation TV curse on anybody, but I just think after how excited he was last week for that win, I don't know if I've heard too many people being like, the odd time was like, oh yeah, it was pretty good. The other was like, I've been here before, but that was fun.
Oh, big wobble by Graham McDonald back there. It looked like it might have collected Javier Negron, Nate Balser. Yeah, and shout out to Sean Dodson as well, because he's the guy who sent Ulysses Sandoval that extra wheel.
I was so curious to see how that was going to play out this season because he was a keyboard racer.
Oh man, and I don't know how he transitioned that quick. I wouldn't be able to switch controllers and be that good that quick.
Like he was able to maintain with the keyboard better than. Oh, I see. He got a little bit loose there.
Yeah, that's Graham.
Hits the bottom line.
So that caused a stack up.
Oh,
we'll back it up a bit.
Check up, I guess.
Yeah, and it looks like Nate got tangled in that. Let's put it in slow-mo.
Wobble.
He saved it though, and there's a lot of room there.
I think everybody kind of like. Just I don't even know if they break necessarily, but it looked like they let up, and that was just like everyone's like, "Oh, I don't want to hit this guy." Oh, that's a move! Look at that threading the needle.
That is Hubbard Jr. right there.
That's my favorite.
We love that stuff.
that stuff is like, he's like, just by the skin of his teeth.
You know what we're doing, don't you?
Pretty much, yeah.
This is what he saw. Oh, that's not what he saw. We have to get in Hubbard's car. That was that was Garland Oaks.
Said. That was the wrong. Yeah, you had the wrong phrase.
Yeah, wrong car. Smoke show, nowhere to go. Au contraire.
Oh.
See the speed at the top of the screen?
No.
He did all of that.
$1.95
at 180 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all fours. I need 2 tanks and a change of short.
Yep.
And you have Elliot in the booth with Josh.
Whoops! What's going on here? Trying to find Mercurio. There we are. I had to get the right screen going here. Josh, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
I got you. Yep.
All right, man. I'm on live TV. This is awesome.
We are, yeah. I was trying to find the car, and like Jeff just corrected me. The thing's hot pink and blue, man.
Yeah, you can't. we were in the wrong view. We were in the cockpit view, so that didn't work. But yeah, no, outside of it, I'm like, there. That's why. Can't miss that car for nothing. Awesome.
How's the race going, man? You able to stay out of trouble? A couple of little tussles out there this evening.
Yeah, I haven't really seen much of it, but got a good move going there at the beginning of the race. Pretty much went from the back to the front on that third line, and now I'm in a pretty good spot. Feeling pretty good.
And you got any friends out there you're looking to hook up with, like to start these like a fourth line, or to push to the front, or you just kind of hook on to whoever you can hook on to?
Well, I like pushing with 96, and I like pushing with Zach too, and Garland Oaks. I mean, those 4 guys, I mean, that's what got the last run going. And then, I mean, there's a couple of the legends out here. I mean, Greg Lovell and all the Lovells. So, you see the number and you go, yeah, if I see a run, I'm going to go with that guy.
Yeah, those are the guys to follow then. That's the whole Stone Gap crew.
Yes, definitely.
Team Stone Gap. What sponsors are you running on that thing with the pink and blue ride?
Yeah, so this is EF Tours. Actually, it's based off of a cycling team that I'm a pretty big fan of, and so I based it off their jersey and turned it into a race car.
Oh, cool. Sweet! Like professional, like Tour de France type stuff.
Yes. So if you're watching the tour, or right now the like Tour of Spain's going on right now, if you see the pink jerseys, that's what this is based off of.
Oh, sweet! Oh, so are you a cycler yourself?
Yeah, I do that. I do about 50 miles a week, and just a little bit ago, I did the great bike ride across Iowa, which was about 500 miles. But that's not really a race; it's more of a rolling circus. But yeah, I like getting on my bike and putting on miles there too.
Wow! Sorry, Brad, I was stepping on you there. Go ahead.
No, I was sorry. You were just wowing over top of my wow, and I'm like 500 miles. I'm like. I struggle to walk to the car some days. I'm like, oh, I need one of those Wally chairs just to float me there. No, that's awesome, man. Good for you.
Thank you.
Is that the only sports you partake in? Because that seems like that'd be a full-time job.
Yeah, well, training's rough, but honestly, when you get into road cycling, it almost has its own parallels to super speedway racing because you're in the pack and you save energy when you're behind guys. So I guess all that experience is paying off today too.
Yeah, man, that's super cool. Yeah, I've seen some wild cycling accidents where one guy will slip and there's like 100 people go down.
Yeah.
Well, the pedals clip in too, right? Like your shoes clip in now. Like on the old, when I used to ride a bike, you just put your feet on them. And now they got
I clip in. I've got all the fancy stuff.
I'm terrified of that. As an OG bike rider, before any of that junk came along, I'm like, I'm afraid that I would just biff it every time. I'm just gonna eat concrete. I'm like, oh no, my feet clip. Ah!
Oh, I definitely laid it down a couple times. So
I'm gonna need an airbag just for around my person at all time.
Yeah,
I'm fragile.
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah, Brad will just traverse life inside a giant pillow.
Oh,
give me a bubble.
If only we could. It would be so easy that way, huh?
I'd be the guy trying to get into McDonald's inside that bubble and not be able to fit through the door, and it would make me sad not getting my cheeseburger.
You have to roll through the drive-thru. One step ahead of you. I'm already there.
We did go through the drive-through with our roller skates the one time. Those are the
we had
days.
more. They didn't serve us. Remember?
No, they wouldn't. I'm like, I got money. You don't want to take it? All right, see ya. We'll go to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. I
We
can't
got more
remember where.
wheels than everybody else behind us.
Yeah, we qualify. Oh wait, the lights are going to go off.
Let's do this.
Yeah, they
Hey,
are.
Josh, I just want to reach out real quick. Josh, thanks for coming out, man. Talladega Nights. It's been a pleasure having you out here, man.
Oh man, you guys have been so welcoming. I mean, anybody who at any skill level, they can hop in here, and they've got a great group of guys that want to help you get better too. So, totally recommend checking them out.
Roger that, man. Appreciate it. Blaine, wrap this bad boy up so we can get back up there.
I'll just say thanks a lot, Josh. We'll be watching, man. Good luck to the end of this.
Thank you. You too.
Any shout outs real quick, Josh?
I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend who let me race tonight. And I want to give a shout out to all the guys who want to push me tonight. So.
Stand for it, buddy. All right, Blaine. We'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks, Josh.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
There we go. He thanked his girlfriend for allowing him to race tonight. I'm like, I don't ask permission, man.
I know, but you never know. Maybe he's watching and he's trying to earn some extra points.
I love the guys.
Can't fault him for that.
No, I love all the guys that that you thank your significant other, because really it's a weird hobby, but it keeps us out of trouble, and it's a lot of it's harmless fun.
I used to mess with one of my buddies like that when we go fishing. I'm like, hey, can Steve go fishing? You don't have to ask me. I'm like, I know, but it's funnier when I do.
It is way funnier. It's like we have awesome wives that basically married nerds. It's not like they didn't know.
But that's a safe bet though too. That's a marry a nerd, ladies. You'll
you know where we are. Like, where's your husband? Is he out gallivanting around town? No, he's in the basement playing video games with his friend.
Are you sure he's not at the strippers or with the prostitute? No, he's downstairs painting miniatures of Warhammer 40K and 3D printing and cutting something with his laser cutter. Like,
see, that's your room. My room is full of fake steering wheels and NASCAR stuff and guitars.
I know, but I want a steering wheel. That's my next purchase, dude.
Get one. Oh, green flag.
Back to the race. And
hey now.
See, we've got that banter down. We could talk nonsense while it's yellow and calm, but then we get back to let's pay attention. I feel we get better every week.
It is. We're good at hitting that post if you want to do radio stuff. Oh, we should focus on the 043 of Brian Lovell. We got some stats screens here.
And
let me see here. So the 043 of Brian Lovell is second in the regular season with 1,269 points as of last week. Highest finish was third. That was race number 8, and lowest finish was 15th, which was both race number 5 and race number 9. So consistency. 1,269 points coming into this race. And they do, like we were pointing out at the start of the race there, they do keep track of points even into the chase. Even though it doesn't really matter, it's still cool for these. It's cool for me because I can still pull real-time information off the website. So,
well, that's half the battle. As long as you can see that,
gives us some talking points. Brian Lovell of the 043, part of that whole crew from Stone Gap, Big Stone Gap, Virginia.
That's other than they always say that. I mean, that's a cool sounding place. Big Stone Gap, Virginia. Like that sounds like. If you're from a place, that'd be a place to be from. Like, where are you from? Like, Big Stone Gap, Virginia. Like, you know what? Goddamn right you are.
Yes.
Like, what do you even say to that? You just stand there and you're just like
in awe.
That took me a minute. I don't know.
Whoa! Big move to the top by Roberts. And Roberts is around.
Holy smokes!
Oh, I don't know. Is that
like
too many?
Like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Abbotsford. Like, oh yeah, cool. Nice to meet you. And then where are you from? Big Stone Gap, Virginia. I'm like, holy smokes! Wait a minute.
It's almost as cool as saying Valhalla.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. Some words are just fun to say. Maybe that's what it is. Like some really there's some strong consonants in there. Big Stone Gap, Virginia.
I wondered what happened with Roberts. That looked really strange. There's a push into the tri-oval.
Did he get bumped?
Oh, maybe a tiny bit by Josh.
I was just watching
But
it
that
on the
wasn't
YouTube here.
anybody's fault, really. Could slow it down in slow motion here.
Oh, but no, but before there was any contact, he ended up going high.
Because he was checking up that top line, didn't want to push into the tri-oval, and then that caused a little bit of a backup behind him.
Oh man. Well,
doesn't look like too much major damage. You can see he's got those yellow stripes on his bumper there, rookie stripes. Oh, there is some left.
That's what. He's like, look out! Is that what it is? Is that is that a NASCAR thing, a racing thing?
There is some left side damage there. Yeah, those big yellow stripes across the trunk. Yeah, we got some major driver's side impact there. That's not going to be good for aerodynamics. What was going on with Greg there? I just noticed he was down.
56 to the booth.
56, go ahead.
I have a guest.
Oh, we've got Ryan. Oh, I see. We were just looking to see what happened to Greg there. He just got spun out of line.
Did you get a chance to look in the Discord chat? See, because we were having some issue with our video stream, and we're gonna have to talk. Like Joey's like really, really close to losing his job right now. But when you have a minute,
I'm trying to find the 59. There it is. Gotcha. Ryan, thanks for joining us, man. Just sorry for the delay there. I always like to focus on the cars when we're chatting with people. So,
sure.
Headed down pit road, I see.
Yeah, got kind of caught up, got right hooked there. I don't know what happened to the outside of me, but I was trying to get by a wreck and got turned. So we'll get some service here, get it fixed, and see what we can do.
Yeah, we were watching that from the high line, had to check up, and then there was a little bit of a situation. Car went around. Unfortunately, we'll just blame it on you. You were in the way.
Right. Yeah. Hey, it's never my fault. It's never the race car driver's fault. So
no, it's the car, not the driver, right?
Right.
It's like I was nowhere to be found. It's just the car got in the way. Happens every time. So yeah, we've had some little bit more yellows than we're used to out here this evening. So this pit stop, I mean, you guys are still going to have to pit one more time. And the accidents that have happened haven't been big ones. So it's just kind of one of those things. But is there any plans? Like, do you have any, who do you hook up with out here when you're looking to make some moves? Do you have a favorite drivers you like to be around?
Well, really, going in blind here at Talladega Nights. Been racing in our 2003 for a long, long time. Just recently came back here to race last week, so it's my second night out. So trying to make friends, trying to keep it clean, have a good race, and finish it out and see what happens.
Right on, man. Yeah, it's going to be hopefully a fantastic finish. Are you able to make it back here next week for the championship race?
Yeah, I'll be back next week.
Sweet.
Well, Blaine, we definitely have some gremlins tonight. I don't know what's going on. Is it a full moon still, Brian?
Yep.
I don't know.
It is. It is.
And Larry D, qualified 13th. So I don't know. Maybe all that put together. But this is not our typical Thursday night race. So
did you know
we'll
too?
Bad boy in green.
It's not only a full moon; it's a blue moon. Because we had a full.
It's not only a blue moon. It's a super blue moon.
It's a super blue moon, yeah. It's so.
Sorry, I just had to one up you there. Nothing more. I'll mute myself now.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Moon stuff.
Let's wrap it up with Ryan, and so I can focus on what I'm doing here. I got a bunch of whispers myself, but Ryan, I just want to say thanks for coming out, man, giving us a shot here at Talladega Nights. It's a pleasure to have you.
Yep. Thank you for having me once again, and hope to make it a Thursday night routine. So gonna try it out. So thanks again for having me.
That's awesome. Thanks a lot for talking with us, Ryan, and good luck the rest of the race.
Right,
Yeah, if anybody ever needs any moon information, because I married a witch, I always know exactly what's going on with the moon phases and all that stuff.
Yes, and the only reason I knew about it was because I saw something on the internet the other day.
I don't need the internet.
No, that's why I was like, that's why I was able to. Actually, and push my glasses up with just a finger on the bridge of my nose.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. It's like it's actually a super blue moon, and I wouldn't expect you commoners to know that, but
And what happens with the super? Why do they call it a blue moon? Well, there was a full moon on the 1st of August, and then most months only have one full moon. So once in a blue moon, there's 2 in 1 month.
And then, and then we took that picture of it and showed me that one. That looked like it was like a picture of the sun, like it looked like a sunset through the clouds.
I did that. I'm like, let's take a picture of the moon with a cell phone. It's like always the worst picture ever.
But I could see it though. But it was crazy how much it looked like how bright it was. It looked like a sunset.
Crazy.
And then I remembered that. You remember you told me that. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna go and look at it. And then what I did was I went and sat down, and I didn't.
See, and you have a 3-hour head start, because when I tell you cool stuff's happening at night, you're 3 hours behind me.
But you forgot they made weed legal in Canada, so I get forgetful sometimes. And
right,
like, oh yeah, that was last night.
I parked the camera right here to see if we had any late takers to the pits. It looks like Breedlove 2 and Goodfellow. Good Pastor. Goodfellow? No. Good Pastor. I was right the second time. I don't know what it is with Goodfellow. I always call him, or with Good Pastor, I always call him Goodfellow, and I don't know why. So, apologies, Mr. Jeff. Let's just call him Jeff. There's a lot of Jeffs, though.
I mean, could be worse. I mean, that'd be like a pretty sweet nickname, like Goodfellow. You're thinking like the movie Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Henry Miller.
Yep. What do you mean, like I'm a clown? That one.
Oh, Pesci, yeah.
Yeah.
Funny. Make you laugh like a clown?
Yeah, we can't quote that movie at all on this broadcast, unfortunately. Go watch it.
No, that's all we can do legally.
You're done.
On a PG-18 feed.
Keith Bynum in the 63 car. We've got some stats for him on the screen right now. The number 63 of Keith Bynum, 7th with 1,123 points in the regular season, up to last week, of course, because he finished 17th last week, but he was 7th amongst the chase drivers, which means being 7th among the chase drivers, 8 got to advance. So he even finishing 17th last week after that gigantic catastrophe that we had, he was still able to advance because he was, among the 8. So, you know what I mean? Hobble, if you get a little fender bender, a little wrinkle, or, a little bit of an issue, it's a long race, man. These things last. These things last a long time. And you know what? You get to the end, and there you go. We advance to next week, and he's still wearing that green spoiler. And any questions anybody had of, hey, did all the chase drivers actually make it into this race tonight? Yes, they did. All 8 drivers did make it into the race tonight. But just looking at the YouTube chat here, it's blowing up. We're a little bit behind.
The stoners, exactly, yeah.
And Bobby Carroll calling you out.
Forgetful sometimes.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Randy Waugh up front.
It's good for my
Big
glaucoma,
push.
though.
Yeah.
My back. Oh, yeah, hold on. Just let me take some more medicine. And there we go. Off to the races.
Does a big push to get that front line moving. Waugh is probably going to stay in that middle of the track right there. Mitch McCowan is shouting out to the 388. The 388 right there is pushing the 21. My boy Danny's heating up. Y'all watch out. That's Mitch McCowan in the YouTube chat. Thanks, Mitch, for joining us and rooting on one of the many big Stone Gap drivers. Got to remember to say big.
Oh, that's what you meant by the stoners. My bad. I misinterpreted that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You were talking about marijuana as well.
Yeah, I know. The stone. I'm assuming you're talking about the people from the Stone Gap.
Well, there's big Stone Gap, and then there's big stoners. We got a third line start.
Is that one of the same? Is it legal down there in Virginia?
No, I don't.
Did they legalize it?
I don't know. Countrywide up here, we did that a couple of years back.
Yeah. So
it looks like a third line wanted to start there, but
not committed.
Oh, There's Level to the outside. Chris Elliott with him. This middle line might get eaten now. There's only 3 cars left in that middle line, but there is room for them to join up with that other pack. There you can see Ulysses Sandoval and Josh Mercurio coming, trying to join up with Level, Wah, and Level.
Oh, man. I meant to ask, is our video editor, is he able to adjust the OBS? Can he throw like a couple more megabytes at the Discord feed? I'm getting a little bit choppy, like Picasso-y vibe from the studio feed.
Oh, through the Discord, the private Discord link?
Yeah, can we crank that up?
Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, I can't do it when the race is live. That's weird. Has that ever been an issue before?
No, it's just tonight. It's been especially like 16-bitty.
Oh, that's weird.
It's like a N64 and our 2003. But I'm watching on the other screen on the YouTube, and it's fine, completely fine. And every once in a while, it clears up. Anyways, not a big thing.
That's weird, yeah. Because the Discord is the fastest way for me to get this to you, because your game won't work.
And again, as all things are wonderfully technology, I restarted the Discord and everything. Anyways,
I'll have to look into that.
Every other clip is fine, and then it gets like pixelated. So I'm like, I can see who's out there. I know that he lifts his face on the color.
Well, and every single day Discord updates something, so that's annoying too.
It'll be some like codec or something. It's like, nope, we don't recognize this X264. This is or whatever.
Ulysses Sandoval.
Codec. Yes.
Yeah, I wonder how inconsistent it is. Like every day there's like 15 updates to Discord. I'm like, I wish they'd just calm down, because at least it always works until it doesn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
Garland Oaks in that middle line there, you can see back at the back of the screen. At the beginning of this race was up front leading, got spun out and took, I thought he took a pretty hard hit, but he's right back in there.
Must have been just cosmetic, or they were able to bang it out, because, yeah, he seems to be doing all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ken Hunsbury was forced to retire. We saw him out there about 10 laps ago with the hood chopped off the front of the car. And with moderate damage, to actually have the pit crew forced to cut the front of your car off completely, exposing the rad in the engine, you got to take a really hard hit to the front on moderate damage settings for that to happen. So unfortunately for Ken, he is out, and so is the 004 of Jim Jernigan. 24 laps ago, he was forced to retire, so he was caught up in that first wreck. Laps led this evening. We've got Denny Carroll leading 1, Garland Oaks leading 1. 3 laps led by Nate Balser. 8 laps led by Jeffrey Elliott. 13 laps led by Randy Waugh, current leader, dominating this race. And right where he wants to be, with 2 of the levels behind him and Brian Wolf. It's a good pack of cars up front. Another car around back there. Oh, it's Denny. Upside down Denny Carroll. We might not be yellow, actually. Let me get a better camera angle here.
He was definitely low on the wall there, but
yellow not out. So we will focus on the 41 of Denny, and he has retired. We will not focus on the 41 of Denny. Yes, we will. I'm going to go back and see if I can find him. Instant replay of what happened to Denny Carroll in the 41, the back of the pack, on the high line in the tri-oval. Turned around, hit, and goes for a flip. Yeah. That's a couple of rolls too many. Oh, that car didn't even stop and he retired.
Oh. Nah, that sucks.
Yeah. Just another slow car up there. Who is that? Was that Mike Mangialardi in the 029? It looked like him. He is under
He's
power.
going around.
Oh, I see.
He's got some damage.
Yeah. He slowed up to let the
That's a
pack
lot
go.
of damage. He needs some of that flex tape. Was that flex seal? What's it called?
Yeah.
He's the guy from the internet jokes. He's like, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hear my kids joke about it. I'm trying to stay relevant.
All right, so we're into a pit cycle now. So we're following Jeffrey Elliott because he never pits because he cheats. So
he's got that fuel mod.
yeah, he's got the extra long lines.
When you're the boss, you just get away with it.
Everything.
Oh, we're just kidding, Jeff. Come on.
Yeah, come on, Jeff. Calm down. Jeez.
Just relax, bud. We're a little Canadian dark humor. It's all.
See if he goes in the pits this time around. We'll get these guys to the end. This pit cycle.
Crank it up.
Yeah, you want to ride on the cockpit with Jeffrey Elliott and crank it up? Let's do it.
Might as well.
All right, we watched Jeff go through a pit stop, so he actually did need gas. This pack here is chasing him down. led by Nate Balser, scored at the line in position number 2. Second only to Jeffrey Elliott, who you can see appearing in the frame right there.
Lap 35, so we're down to the final 3 to see who is going to be with the green spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
So who is in the chase right now? Where are we looking at?
So they're all still running. And only 4 can make it in. So right there, you've got Brian Wolf, Keith Bynum, Keith Bynum, Greg Lovell, and Nate Balser.
Well, there you have it. And then where are we at between 4th and 5th? Because there's obviously 1, 2, 3, 4 in that first pack. And then how far behind that do we have to the... We got Jeff behind them.
Mm-hmm. Jeff trying to latch onto this pack, led by Jeff Goodpaster in the 33, leading the race right now.
Who's that,
with
John Goodman?
Dan Lovell behind him.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. Don't mess my brain up anymore, please.
Jimmy Peterson? Who's
Yeah.
this? No, I know.
Stacy Kirkpatrick. Jeff Goodpaster leading this thing. That's 2 laps led for, well, I mean, for Jeff in the 33. Chris Elliott right there in the 9, currently being scored in 21st position. So Chris is going to go a lap down. He's a chase driver. That's not a good spot to be.
Nope.
Well, you can see right there the 29, the 079, and the 63. And then the 088. Those are the 4 drivers. Whoa, it's getting tight. That just looks so weird sometimes. We're coming to the final lap.
Well, you say those camera angles, right? Like, it's just like TV. They
white
get
flag.
your heart going.
Final lap. Jeff Goodpaster needs to lead 1 more lap to win this race. And he has never won here before. Not that I've seen on this Thursday series.
Oh,
He is
no kidding.
protecting that bottom line like there's nothing, like it's going out of style.
He reminds me of those slot cars we had when we were kids. Just like, you just got that thing full tilt. You let off a little in the corner,
Yep.
and then you just hammer on it. Like,
We've got
he drives that thing
Dan,
like,
we got Brian, Nate, and Keith, and
you might
Greg
as well be
Lovell in the
5 miles
088.
wide.
To the line, it is Jeff in the 33, Jeff Goodpaster with the win under green. That is an awesome run to the finish.
Amazing driving.
Yeah.
He was as wide as a barn. Just like, oh, sorry, am I on your way? Oh, sorry, are you going? Oh, my bad. He was
And
like
those-
the polite person that you dance with at Costco when you're trying to get by him. Like, oh.
And those guys behind him, like they weren't racing him super hard, but they also looked like they really did want to pass him. So it's kind of like you're looking in your mirror and you're trying to block these guys because you do want to win. But holy moly, man, that's seeing those guys in your review mirror on the last lap. I don't know if that's comforting or not because they know how to win. They know how to pass a guy.
But yeah, well, I'm saying he was driving like a telepath up there, going, "All right, I'm in the." You're going right, like just like he was matching them turn for turn. So that was a well-deserved win.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Holding on to that for the last couple of laps, I would have been like lump in my throat the whole time. Just like, oh, come on, just let the stupid thing be over.
Oh, there's a congratulations little tap there. From the 388 at Dan Lovell.
Yeah, right.
If you have no dents in your car, Jeff, these guys will congratulate you by smashing into you.
Right. Say, hey, you got to celebrate your first win here somehow, right? Everybody slam into him for good luck.
Yep. There's Josh giving him a congratulations as well. He's tearing down the front straightaway. They're going to need to replay for this place.
Yeah, I know. And we just painted the lines last week.
I know,
too.
man.
I'm a little bit choked, but I mean, I can't blame him. It is his first win here, so we'll allow it. But it hurts my heart a little bit. But you do know I'd love to pressure wash, so I will get out there and with a grin on and I'll.
Well, and after all the retexturing that John Godfrey just did, don't let John see this video. Ribbons everywhere is ribbons.
Takes a village, and
there's
like,
Ulysses.
I just cleaned this place up.
Ulysses did not make it. Well, that was fantastic.
Fan favorite, and unfortunately, it couldn't happen. But he had a great start, and you know what I have to say. I don't know what point it was when it fell apart for him because I missed that. But he was holding his own. He was leading the race for the chase for at least a handful of laps.
Well, and he was, I do believe, I think he took some damage. Jeffrey Elliott in the booth. Hey now.
Hey now. I'm gonna start saying that, guys. Hey now.
Hey now.
I'm gonna move to Canada. I live in that 84 degree minus Celsius, whatever you got going on right there. Because I'm a tough guy here in North Carolina. I'm learning from these good old boys up here in the woods, you know. Anyways, can you grab fourth, third, second, first, sir?
Yes, I can. I'm just getting there now. I just got to find my export, and I'll get right on it.
What a win by Mr. Jeffrey Goodpasture. Oh, my goodness gracious.
We were holding our breaths.
It was
the last 3 or 4 laps there was pretty awesome to watch, man, and Goodpasture get to the front.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I'll let you do what you do good in broadcasting and with Brad, and I'm going to use the restroom. Thanks for anybody out there watching. Definitely a full moon tonight, but good ending there. So congratulations.
Yeah, man. Nate Balls of the 079, you're in the booth, buddy. That fourth place finish this evening, locking yourself into the championship race next week.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'll tell you, Blaine, Brad, I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out. I suffered an EOLL and had a little incident back there, and also got caught for speeding. Had to take care of that one.
Oh, jeez. EOLL, for those of you who don't know, end of longest line penalty. How dare you?
That's right. I had 2 of them, and so.
Well, you had 2 of them. Wow. A 38-lap race, buddy.
Yeah. Come on, Nate, wake up. So I pitted the right time and got into a line with some guys, and next thing we knew, we were in the top 5, and I said, all we got to do is just have a clean run here, and we're in it.
Yeah, and there it is, like coming down to, a couple of, and the accidents that happened tonight weren't too crazy. It claimed a couple guys, unfortunately, but what a great run to the finish, especially on the, having to pit, getting that. I always like that green flag fuel cycle.
Yeah, those are the best. I mean, if you always hope for them, you kind of cringe when a caution comes out and you're in a good spot because you can get a good clean pit stop, and that's the best way to go. You see the yellow come out and it's like but it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, because you'll set yourself up for that, and then like you said, the yellow just stacks everybody up, and whatever you gained, you kind of it's irrelevant. But yeah, man, it all worked out in the best. I mean, you're up there going into next week. Obviously, you can make it next week, right?
Yep, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be ready. And it could go. You could win the race or you could win the championship, and I'm going to go for the championship.
That's what. Yeah. Now there's only one spot left, so one person's coming out of that thing next week with championship trophies. So yeah, man.
That's the 079.
The 079. You got a whole pile of people watching on YouTube, dude. So you want to throw down some shout outs?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jerry and Kathy, for watching, and my sister Lisa, my daughters, and my wife. You guys I appreciate you so much. You're my greatest supporters, and you give me a lot of strength, and pedal to the metal.
Yeah, they're probably half the hits, all the chat and everything else. It's always awesome to watch your entire crew interact with this thing. So we thank you guys a whole bunch.
I love them. I appreciate it. It gives me a lot of strength.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll let you go. We'll see you back here next week and run for that championship spot.
I'll be here. You guys take care and have a good week, and we'll be back here and we'll get it done.
Right on. Thanks, Nate.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Blaine.
Get out of here. Get him out of here. Who's next?
Next, who's up?
Brian Wolf.
Come on down.
Come on down, Brian Wolf at the 29.
Hey, now. I didn't think I was going to make it back here for a minute there.
Just on the podium with the chase in hand still. I mean, that race came down to the wire, getting to pit a couple times under yellow, but then turned into a green flag cycle at the end, broke the field up. Awesome run to the finish.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I am so proud of just everybody's efforts, throughout the whole season, and especially tonight. Because like I said before, man, I've been riding this top 5. I mean, the pressure just it builds more and more and more as we keep going here. Now, I don't know. I'm just beside myself because I didn't think I would actually be in a position. And it really hats off to Nate Balser coming up behind me like that, because we even communicated. I said, what my intentions are. I said, I'm content right here. And then I didn't realize that the two in front of me were going to be trying to race it out. Dan Lovell, I thought Dan Lovell would be content right there too. But they were kind of swinging around in front of me. And I kept telling Nate, hey, I'm good right here if you are, because I knew we were in it at that point. So, I'm not trying to win the race. I'm, trying to be smart here and, and think about it next week.
Yeah, and we were watching Good Pastor go to the lead there, and he got 4 laps led right at the end. And those guys, you're like, oh man, I wonder if they'll like push him to the win. But like you were saying, the way they were driving, they were looking for a way around him. And I can't imagine what it looked like in his review mirror, because we haven't seen Jeff win here on a Thursday night. So that must have been wild for him watching you guys behind him, wondering what's going to happen.
I'm telling you what, man, it was intense being in that position because if it were a sprint race or any other, I might have tried to go actually for the win, but being that next week is so important. I knew I was in if I just stayed where I was at. So, the beginning of that, man, I was so afraid because I saw 57 on that last green stop. I saw 57 on my speedometer. And I thought, oh no, know what I mean? But they didn't catch me. So, we kept going, and, man, what a tremendous season. What a tremendous season this has been. It's just been so much fun, man. And it's, now the pressure's really on for next week.
It's always like, there's 14 drivers down to 8, down to 4. Well, now it doesn't matter. You got to be in front of all those guys. There's 4 left, and you got to be in front of all of them.
Yeah, now it's going to be the same thing next week. Now I know Nate and I will work together, and there's maybe a handful of guys that'll maybe try to work with me now that some have been eliminated. But man, I don't even know. I'm still kind of sitting here shaking because that gets so intense. Coming down to that, just praying and holding on tight and just, man, come on, just let me finish right here. This is all I need.
Yeah, and you're just watching the laps tick down, and anything, well, like we saw last week, anything can happen on the final lap, and you got through that, and you got through this.
Yeah, and there's a lot of luck involved too. Like I said, I've been in position just about every week to try to win. But now I think with the other guys at the top of the point standings here, I should be on top by a pretty good margin with the way we finished tonight. So overall points collection, I'm comfortable now, at least with that. But to win the chase and then come out on top overall point standings would be just really special. It would be tremendous to win this championship, and it would really mean a lot to win the first inaugural I'm on Fire series, and we've adapted the new track, especially for our home here, and to do it there, it's just everything's coming together, and just keep our fingers crossed for next week.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride, man, and we're looking forward to watching it. So yeah, we'll be here doing it, and yeah, we'll see you here on Saturday. We'll do our little qualifying race for Cannon's race.
Yeah, we got a lot of really cool stuff coming up, man. And this is my racing end of it here tonight. You know, we got a lot of really cool broadcasts coming up and a lot of special events that Jeffrey's put together and then you and I have been working on, and you know, people have been contributing to these things. And man, this is going to be a crazy month. But hats off to everybody who, you know, puts this together, man. I got to give a big shout out to, you know, to my own brand, you know, to do it with that as well. We've been having fun with the videos, and now I can finally put myself in the ending of one of these things. And, you know, and to do all this, you know, to stay consistent the way my racing has been, I'm really proud of that. You know, to get this far, to get to the final chase race and plus be on top in the points collection is just really, I'm really proud. If we fall just short next week, you know, it's okay. You know what I mean? Because I'm so proud of just getting this far.
Yeah, I think I was tracking the points there. I think, yeah, you are in first.
Not by much until we race tonight, but
I guess once the final,
it's been fun.
Yeah, I guess once the final results are in this evening, coming into tonight, you were in front by about 10 points. Number one.
Yeah, and like I said, to do all that without a win, I haven't won a series race since week 3 in the truck series. So to do all that without a win, you know, to do it with the win, I'd have to do it next week because that's the last one. So, but I'll just be happy to be the first green spoiler across, or get the other one with the points collection. That'd be cool too.
Right. Yeah. Get everything done next week. There's one to go, man. So we'll wish you luck in that.
Yeah,
and
I appreciate it.
We'll see you on Saturday in the booth with the qualifying race.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, we'll be here a little bit early, and I'll be in touch with you via social media before that, and we're looking forward to that. So, congrats to Good Pastor, number 33. You drove a good race. Everybody really did. But thanks, guys, for having me. I appreciate it, man. What an honor this is. It's just been. I couldn't be more tickled if I swallowed a feather duster. So you guys. So I'll talk to you guys here in the next couple days.
That's the gold medal for the craziest analogy just went to you on that one.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Brian. Have a good night. Dan Lovell in the 388, second place finish this evening, man. How are you doing?
Whew, yeah, that was a fun one and tough one there at the end. I was trying everything I could to make a move under the 33, but I just the guys behind me, I think they were just trying to, you know, hold their spots and not do anything crazy. I understand they're in the chase and they want to stay where they're at, so they wouldn't really go with me. Tried to make a couple of moves under him a couple of times, but it just wasn't there. He did a great job blocking me off there. Congrats to the 33. Great win. Tough racing, guys. Tried to get me a win there. It just didn't pan out exactly like I wanted it to.
Yeah, we were watching that thinking, man, like Jeff hasn't won on a Thursday that we've seen. And to see you guys in the review mirror and the blocks that he was throwing, I'm thinking, man, he's holding onto that wheel tight because you guys aren't just going to give it to anybody. You're going to try to win every time you're on the track. Otherwise, there's no point in racing.
Exactly. That's what you're out there for, to get that W. Yeah, I wasn't slacking. I was trying. He just, the combination of him doing a great job blocking and, nobody wanted to make that move outside. So I just stayed tucked up where I was and got the best finish I could. Second ain't bad. I ain't complaining.
No, man, lots of interaction on YouTube as well. Like everybody's on there cheering for everybody else. So it's a lot of fun to watch you guys do what you do, and everybody appreciates the show, to say the least.
Oh yeah, these guys put on a great show. A bunch of great drivers in here. I mean, every one of these guys could win any of these races. Great competition. I don't think I've ever raced with a better group of drivers, a better group of guys, better group of friends, just all around classy guys, good racers. I give them all the best, and congrats to the 4 that did make it in the chase. At least one of my teammates is there, Greg. Just try to help him pull off a victory next week if I can work with him and teammates work with him and get a level in the victory circle in this championship.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see you here next Thursday then and see if we can do it.
Yeah. Want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife Bonnie and my kids and grandkids and anybody that's racing and or watching this. Give a shout out to you guys in the booth here that put this together and put this broadcast together. You guys do a great job. Shout out to Jeffrey and Ken and everybody that works as admins here, including myself. Just it's not easy always, and just want to give my best to everybody that helps this work out and everybody that keeps this league running. It's a great place to race. Great group of guys, including you guys. Couldn't appreciate you guys more.
Well, thanks for the words, man. Yeah, it's a giant, weird-looking machine, and all the parts come together, and it's quite the spectacle when it all comes together. And it's a lot of fun to call the races. It's a lot of fun to drive with you guys when I have the chance to drive with you guys. But yeah, thanks a lot, Dan. We gotta talk to Jeff because he just came in here. So what about that, Jeff? Your review mirror full of these guys, and they weren't going to let you win this race.
Oh no, I was doing more mirror driving than I was up the front windshield.
That's easy to do when there's nobody in front of you.
But yeah, that was the buzz. I thought he was gonna get me coming out of Ford, but I was like, nope, not tonight.
You threw some good blocks, man. We were watching from like helicopter cam. I was trying to find the best angle, and it was not a whole lot of straight lines going on the last couple laps.
No,
you were making yourself pretty wide. It was wild to watch.
Oh, it was. But once I went to the pits, I took maybe half a can of fuel, and then got out towards the front and got around Nate. But once I got around Nate, I just held my ground.
Was half a can recommended, or did you turn that down?
I turned it down and just saved a little bit of fuel right behind Nate.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I usually go with the recommended. That's a pretty good gamble, man, because it paid off. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, because with me not being in the chase, I got nothing better to lose. And I was like, you know what? Why not? See what happens. Hopefully a caution didn't happen, but I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, it was fun. A lot of fun to watch. Yeah, like you said, you can try those, like where Brian Wolf is sitting back there like in third. He doesn't need to win the race. He's in front of all the chase guys. But then you've got Dan in that mix too, and he always wants to win.
Oh yeah, I'll give him a lot of credit. He did everything he could to get around me without trying to wreck me, and that's what I love about him.
Yeah, it always makes for great racing, man. We get to broadcast these things, and we're spoiled rotten watching it.
Because, I mean, I've been in the front of these things in other places and have been wrecked coming to the line in the last lap, and finally the shoe fit.
Right. Yeah, you had the right guy behind you. He's going to race you hard, but he knows how to race you hard.
Yes, Daddy does. And I've raced him for a couple of years now, and he's an awesome competitor.
You hearing all this, Dan?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jeff.
No problem, Dan. I owe you one next week.
I had some good racing, man. You deserved it. You earned every bit of it, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll see how the next week goes, and hopefully, if I'm not in it to win it, and I'll hopefully push you or Greg for that matter.
Hey, Jeff, good pasture.
Yes, Jeffrey.
Brother, Jeffrey.
Too many Jeffs.
Congratulations, man. To see somebody different up there to win a race here at Talladega Nights on any series, man. Congratulations, man. I didn't know how you guys did it. I took a half a can. I was still 2 laps short, but man, awesome to see you up there. And Larry D in 5th, Keith Bynum 6th, Gary Mingus, give it up to Mr. Factoids coming here next at 7th, man. So great. It's a rough start tonight, but a good ending. I want to say thanks, Jeff, for coming out here and being a part of the family.
Thank you, Jeffrey. You put on a good group and a good league, and I'm glad I'm here for the long haul.
Appreciate
Thanks,
that, guys.
Yeah, if I hadn't been a bonehead last week, I'd have been first in the points right now.
Well, Dan, you're one of the studs out here, and someone to always look out for, all you guys. And but some of these new guys coming in here, man, stepping up the game. That's good to see.
It's always fun. I mean, these guys are great, and I just appreciate getting to run here, and hats off to every one of you guys.
Now, if I will say one thing, my wife just messaged me and she said, "Holy cow, you won it? Are you still coming to work?"
No.
No.
Anyways, Blaine, anything you like to share with Jeff, Brad, anybody?
Yeah, no, man. Take the night off and celebrate the win. Get some Coors Light or some Original or whatever your drink of choice is, and get it in you. Call it in. You know what? It's only work. We can always work again another day.
That's
it's
it.
Not going anywhere. Good Lord. Have a beer and take a break.
I will in the morning when I get home from work.
There you go.
Yeah. Everyone's got to pay the bills, but it's fun to think about, isn't it?
Heck yeah.
Just saying, to hell with it. Not tonight.
Not
Kiss my
tonight,
ass,
work.
boss. I'm
Not
coming
tonight. Yeah, would the boss take that as like
Nice try.
as a great excuse? Like you phone in like sick. It's like, I can't come in, man. I just want to race. Like, you're a race car driver? You're like, yep, certainly am.
The thing is I got two bosses. My boss at work and my wife. The boss, maybe. The wife,
you have to understand, boss, I'm covered in champagne. I won the race, and I did burnout. I'm all smoky, and I'm covered. Someone dumped milk on me. I don't get it. It's a weird racing thing, but yeah. But you know what? Just because you won, I won't go to work tomorrow in solidarity.
Awesome. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's my guarantee.
Anyway, yeah, thanks a lot, Jeff. Thanks a lot, Dan. I guess we got to kick you guys out of here because we got to talk to Gary, get some factoids.
All right, Blaine, Brad.
Last minute shout outs to for Mr. Goodpasture.
Well, I thank my wife for one for keeping me in doing this, and two, I want to thank all my Amazon friends at work. I will see them in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to be hooting and hollering when I walk into the building.
That's awesome.
All right, guys, we'll wrap this up. We'll bring Mr. Factoids, Bob Dixon, Gary Slingshot Mingus Jr. All right, Dan, Jeff, until next time.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thanks, guys. Gary the Slingshot Mingus has the factoids for us this evening because Bob Dixon isn't here. So, Gary, the floor is yours.
Hi, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the statistics for tonight's race. First off, I'd like to give a shout out to the top 18 drivers that finished this race on the lead lap. 18 out of the number that we had was a very good number. And I'm going to give you the fastest laps that were turned as well as the number of laps led by the guys in this race. In the honorable mention position was Zach Roberts with a 48.155 on lap 24. Number 5, Javier Negron did a 48.123 seconds, 198.990 miles per hour on lap 32. In the 4th position was our winner tonight, Jeff Goodpasture, who turned a 48.122 seconds, 198.995 miles per hour on lap 23. In 3rd position was Larry D. Larry D did a 48.048 seconds, 199.301 miles per hour on lap 33. Your 2nd place fastest lap was yours truly, Gary the Slingshot Mingus, who did a 47.991 seconds, 199.538 miles per hour on lap 35. And also at lap 35, our top fastest driver of the night was Robert Breedlove. He did a 47.965, 199.646 miles per hour, and that too is on lap 35. So that was a good lap for everybody. The lap leaders tonight is a very short list, but finishing with one lap was Chris Elliott, Denny Carroll, and Garland Oaks. They each led one lap each. Nate Balser led 3 laps. Jeff Goodpasture, he led 3 good laps and 1 really good lap that got him the win of a total of 4. And Jeffrey Elliott, good old Jeffrey Shane, did 14 laps that he led, and so did Randy Wall. Randy Wall from Huntsville, Alabama, in the 14 laps that he made. And those, my friends, are your factoids in courtesy of Bob Dixon's replacement, Gary the Slingshot Mangus.
That's awesome, man. There's so many stats sometimes, like all the laps being led, Jeffrey and Randy being tied for 14 apiece, but not winning. I always think that's so wild. You got 2 guys leading 14 each in a 38 lap race, and they're not winning the thing. It's good pasture, you know. But yeah, like you said, you only got to lead 1.
Yeah, the statistics seem to show the quality of the race. We had 10 lead changes, and that involved 7 leaders. And that, along with 18 of the total number of drivers that finished on the lead lap, just goes to show you we're dealing with professionals here. These are the good guys that know how to run these super speedways. They know how to draft, and they know how to drive 3 and 4 wide. They have all the skills they need. They just need to make sure that every one of them has enough patience, because that is what it takes. Jeff Goodpasture, congratulations. He had the patience, the speed, the car, and the draft.
And the push, even though they were trying to pass him. But yeah, he was throwing good blocks to get good pushes.
Yeah, I was back at the back of that pack coming to the finish line, and fortunately, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but 7th place was one of my best finishes, if not the best finish I've had in this race. So I didn't put a scratch on the car. I'm very happy with what everybody did here.
Well, you got a 7th place finish, and you qualified in 8th too. That's way up there on the qualifying run as well.
Yeah, if you can get in with the number of guys that they have racing, if you can get in the top 10 and stay up front and make sure all the trouble happens behind you, it makes it a little bit easier to dodge and avoid anything that happens in front of you.
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking being up front, but if you can get used to it, it is a way more comfortable place to be, because, like you said, anything that does happen, at least you're driving away from it, not driving into it.
Yeah, these 38 lap races, they're really they're won in the pits. If you can have a good pit stop, which out of all the pit stops, I only had one that was bad, and the other 2 were good, and so, you know, it is what it is. And I'd like to take a minute to give a shout out to my grandsons, Samuel and London Mingus. And we're going to see that they get this link and they get to sit down on their computers and watch the grandpa race. And my little bitty daughter at 6 years old, I don't know that she wants to do anything, but Riley Ann is a sweetheart and a lover of her grandpa. And it's just too much fun to handle.
full plates, to say the least. All right, man. Well, thank you very much for the factoids as well. That's cool that you're able to handle that if Bob's not able to do it. But yeah, thank you very much for doing that. And yeah, congratulations on the 7th place finish with an 8th place qualifying spot, man. You're just hanging out up there all day long. So we'll see you next Thursday, because the finale of this thing, it's going to be something. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, my dream is being pushed by the champion to the win.
That would be cool. That would be very cool.
All right, guys. Thank you for all that you do. You and Brad do an outstanding job with this, and I'm this is the ultimate of safe entertainment, and I needed it this week, being in the wake of Hurricane Idalia.
Damn. Yeah, man. Well, thanks for all the help with the factoids, and we've been running your renders across the screen for the last 10 minutes. So thanks for that work as well, because everything looks fantastic.
Thank you,
I'm
buddy.
glad you're safe and you made it through the storm, so that's good. Glad to hear that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Have a good night, Gary.
Good night, guys.
Right on, man. See you next week. Thank you to Mr. Gary Mingus, the number 12, the Slingshot Mobile. The factoids are always... It's always crazy to hear those numbers, especially like he was saying there too. Lap number like 38 was wild. Guys were setting like lap speed records. And yeah, but anyway, man. Thanks for joining me tonight, and thanks to all the people who, of course, interact in the YouTube chat. That's always a lot of fun. Everybody's able to come down here and watch us do our thing. Another, 90 or so hits in a live race on a Thursday evening in a game that is 20 years old, man. I've been playing this.
Yeah, we don't like to brag about it, but we're a pretty big deal.
Yeah, we're kind of a thing. But yeah, TarnationTV.com is the website. That's basically all you need to know.
Us.
people
merch,
know us.
There's fans, groupies. It's a lot. We shouldn't get into it now, but
no.
Sign up at Tarnation TV groupie / superfan.
I wonder too, like,
send us $10.
Yeah, I was just going to start talking about the money. Like, oh, when we start making all that, when Google sends our $6 check every month, I get to split that right down the middle.
Right, we're gonna sell little laminate pins or something like that. What do you call those little lead pins from China that are like mostly radioactive material? Like, oh, I got it on Temu.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're cheap,
cool.
though.
I'm sure it's not 100% lead. Fantastic.
It's just enough lead to keep you guessing on the weekends.
Right? It's like, am I naturally this low, or is it the lead? I think it may be the lead. Don't put it near your face, for God's sake.
Now I want to
go for the lead.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till next week, man. We got Brian Wolf, Dave Balser, Keith Bynum, and Greg Level heading into this thing. Only one of those guys is going to be able to take the championship trophy for the I'm on Fire series. So if you've enjoyed what you've been watching for these last 10 weeks, week 11 is the final race next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, the link will be on the YouTube page if you follow it. Of course, we're on Facebook as well. TarnationTV.com has got all the information. And thanks for watching, because it's going to be a good one. And it's going to be close. And it's going to be glorious. And thanks to, of course, all the drivers, all the admins. And, of course, my best friend, Brad.
My best friend, Blaine, for making the whole thing possible, because this is all his doing. The graphics, the TVs, all of it. I'm a leech. I'm a Klingon on his cape on his way to success to Hollywood. But he feels guilty because he's like my friend. He's not that good looking and smart or good looking.
Well, and even
when
Brian, we were talking to Brian before about like where this started and how I go back and I look at those earlier broadcasts that we were doing as it evolves. Oh man, they're so hard to watch. we broadcasted races without even any audio more than once. Like, oh hey, by the way, Brian, I never turned on our microphones. Now it's all just muscle memory now, but you live and learn. So yeah, thanks to Brian for helping me start this thing, and we troubleshooted the hell out of this thing. And
he was yeah, I remember watching you guys do that for a year and a bit, 2 years, whatever it was. I don't know, whatever it was on. I'm like, I'm playing my game, but I'm like, but I put my tablet next to me on the couch, and I'm like being entertained because I can't be just sitting content with just one story. I'm like, I'm playing the new Mario, but what's going on over on the they're racing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched you guys do that. That was awesome. And then when you're like, hey, do you want to do it? And I'm like, I don't know anything about racing, but
I'm happy to shoot the breeze with you and see what happens.
I don't know
And then
anything
it
about
turned out I
nothing.
learned about racing. So
Yeah, it's a lot of fun with the pit strategies and everything coming into it, and all the way the penalties work, and yeah, man. But yeah, so you get any plans for the long weekend? We might have to record some down in the hole stuff. That'll be fun.
yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was just thinking, what do I have planned this weekend? I've got a long weekend off. So I got tomorrow.
Well, you got an
and
extra
all the way
long
Monday
weekend
off.
because we all get
I
Monday off.
even today, but we had to get the dog, had to get his surgery. So that's I'm a little bit off today because there's a little bit. He's still home. He got home after getting fixed, and then he had what they call a lumpectomy, which I guess is actually what they call it. But it's a mysterious lump. I thought it was like maybe he had a fat lip. Like it looked like he got a bee sting, or maybe he bit it, or when the dogs blade fight, maybe he got bit. They're all puffy. But it didn't
Is
go
he
down.
okay?
We gave him some antibiotics for a week. It didn't go down, so we took him in today to have him looked at. Well, because he was going in to get neutered, and so I'm like, well, what we're doing, we were overdue for that. That was a few months overdue. But I'm like, hey, he's got this bump on his lip. If he's got to go under, we're gonna go and take him. Might as well have it looked at, removed, and they do that. So they did that today, and then because I wasn't sure, it looked like maybe a sliver, like it was all kind of puffy and red, and they did it today and they removed it. They said it was a big, like an unknown mass. It went almost all the way down to his jaw, it went like deep in there, like so they got all the junk out. They're going to send it off and do a biopsy. So we're waiting like 3 days to hear about that. So now he's upstairs, higher than a giraffe's ears. He doesn't know what's going on. And then on top of that, he's got his fucking,
whatever.
He's got his cone of shame. Yeah, no, at that point,
he's got that satellite dish thing wrapped around his head. Yeah.
And he's also on some spacecraft that he's never, he's been a healthy dog up until now. He had his shots, he got his rabies, and all the other medicine. He didn't care. He doesn't mind going to the vet, but he's never been put under. So now he's all, at least our other dog was like that too, just whimpery. I'm guessing they're like, I'm feeling really weird and I don't know how to feel about this.
At least they're safe, right? In their bed, they're going to sleep like a log. He'll walk it off.
So, that's it. So I'm going to do that, but everyone's been taking their turns, so now it's my turn to go and sit with that whiny McWhiners. No, he's just like, oh, this constant little wheezy. I'm like, I understand you're sad, but maybe we could stop that. Maybe we do like a biscuit, but no. He's feeling unwell.
He doesn't care. Yeah. He said, no, leave me alone.
I just want to I want people to feel bad for me. Look, I get it. I feel bad for you too.
Well, hopefully he gets well soon, because.
Well, yeah. So they said that everything looked clear there, so we got to get him keep checking on his incision in his mouth, get that cleaned up, and then we just got to give him the pills for like a week. So there's a couple painkillers to give him for the next few days, and then there's some antibiotics we got to give him just to keep any infection down. But it's even just because the amount of stuff they had to do the surgery in the lip, just don't have him eat from the bowl. You got feed him from your hand because they go it's just because they can get the bowl could be a source of infection. So we consider that. So keep it clean. So there's a antiseptic spray to give it to, just to put on it, just to if it gets bad. But
hopefully he's all right. Yeah, I mean they know what they're doing. He'll be fine.
Oh yeah, no, there's a whole lot. I was just processing that to everybody in the world. So there's the dog issue. So anyways, my shout out for Buster. Hang in there, buddy. And I get it. You're sad. Your junk is gone. I would be too, but
It'll be
the
all
breaks
right.
from your dog. I don't know. Sorry for your luck.
In a couple of weeks, he'll be chilling. He'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. It was I just wanted it to be attached to a lesson to be and that's why you don't
piss on the stairs, and then he'd be like, "Oh no, that's why."
Right.
And then if that would be like the lesson, he was like, "I pissed on the stairs one time, and then he took my nuts." I'm like, if I can get that through to the dog,
yeah,
like that, like, you just go pee on the grass.
He doesn't know
what
what he
not
did.
on the house or on the shrubs. Like he's like, "Oh no, look," he could teach every other dog behind him. He's like, "Here's your new dog." He's like, don't piss there.
It's like you said. You said we were going for a car ride, and look what happened.
I'll tell you a sad story. One time, I took a leak here, and then this happened.
I came home and all my stuff was gone.
I woke up in this weird room, and I was missing my. It sounds like an urban legend. Like I woke up in a hotel room in a bathtub full of ice, and I was missing my kidney.
Right.
From a dog's point of view.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what they would. It's like the worst movie ever. Oh man, do you have a cool like one-liner to take us out of here? Because I got a couple. Always remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Keep one hand in the ocean and keep your stick on the ice.
Yeah, all the talk about like spaying and neutering animals remind me that Bob Barker just had this last week, which was
what?
He's kind of he was 99. Yep.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he was a staple of many children's childhoods who ever stayed home sick.
No shit.
From school, or during the summertime, because I watched the heck out of that too. Because
oh man, yeah.
I love me some Plinko.
I didn't know that. That's wild. How did I miss that one?
No, I don't know. But unless hopefully I'm not horrible. I mean, you want to Google that quickly, but I'm 99% certain that's right.
August 26th, which was last Saturday. Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder what the cause of death was. Probably old.
Yeah, he expired from being too awesome for so long. But my only one-liner I had to add to that was just gonna say,
spay neuter your pets. Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, I remember that when he was in the Happy Gilmore. Price is wrong, bitch.
That's my only one-liner. That's what I was gonna say after all. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, so we got we got to line that up again. All right then. Always remember, keep one hand in the ocean and keep your stick on the ice. I don't know. I don't get it. For the amount of social media stuff that goes on, why did I miss that? That is crazy.
Right? I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, he was born in 1923 and died in 2023. He was 99 because he was born in December. Almost made it to 100.
What a fucking run!
Wow, man. Yeah, what the fuck? I hope I that dude.
Like a crack at that.
Like
and to be with you. I don't want to be like Julie McFucking rapes a lot and just be we're not live.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are actually. I think like the Bob Barker thing. If there was like I don't even want to see a documentary on him because it would end up being like 80 seasons of like 12 episodes. The guy lived so long and did so much, it would never end.
No.
Like holy shit. Oh yeah, maybe we should shut the mics off. Let's do that. Anyway, thanks for listening. Join us next week, and we always get off the rails in the last 10 minutes, so you're welcome. Yeah, bye. Keep your stick on the ice, bitches.